Welcome back. To Ask the Expert, Mike Pilon is here from Romantic Fireplace and Barbecues, which is not hard to find.
It's not hard to find, right at the roundabout, that beautiful roundabout. And I see there's roundabouts popping up all over the place now in Ottawa,
Right
that area. Yeah.
Debbie from Osgood is on the telephone this morning. Debbie, how are you?
Good.
Very
Morning,
good.
Debbie.
What's your question?
I have a gas fireplace,
Uh-huh.
and you know how they have the stones in the bottom?
Yes, okay. Does yours have the stones or does it have the logs?
I have the stones in the bottom of
Okay.
my gas fireplace,
Yes, okay.
and I want to know if I could change those stones
Okay.
to the crystals. You know the.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, to the glass. So you're looking at taking out the, the stone, the river rock type stone, and putting in glass.
Those
crystals.
fancy,
Yes,
fancy crystals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what's going to happen there is we have to look at the fireplace you have. So if you pull out your manual from that fireplace, you can't just add things to fireplaces. It has to be tested and approved for it. So all you have to do is pull out your manual, and in that manual, it's going to tell you whether you could add logs or if there's an optional log kit, crystal and or rock kit.
Right.
So most of the new fireplaces now come with fireboxes, Kurt, that we can actually do that. We can change them
Gotcha.
out.
Yeah, yeah.
But the older fellas, no, you have to leave them the way they are. But in this case, she's got rocks, so there's probably a good chance that she is going to be able to put the glass crystals in there.
Very good. All right. We have a Facebook question from Darlene to ask this morning. I want to remove a wood-burning fireplace. What's the cost and or issues involved? Good question, actually.
Well, that is a good question because there's a lot of wood fireplaces out there, especially the prefab. So I guess it depends. Is it a full masonry fireplace? If it is all bricked up, that's going to be a pretty big investment. If it's a wood prefab, it's not as bad because that means if you've got a wood chase outside with siding and a metal chimney sticking out through the top, then you can get in, pull the fireplace out, frame in the wall, insulate it, cap the chimney, and eliminate it. So if you're doing that, tear out of that basic tear out and fireplace removal could be $800.
Gotcha.
To answer the cost question. What she should do is actually send me, again, an emailed picture of the fireplace just to Mike at
So you can ballpark it from that, right?
Take a look at it and give her some ideas of what can and can't be done.
All right, we have one last question, an email question this morning from Scott. We run a wood stove and love the heat. We want to switch to a pellet stove, but are worried that we won't get the same kind of heat from wood or from the wood versus pellet. What do you think?
It's all based on BTUs. So if you've got a wood stove that's producing 50,000 BTUs and you have a pellet stove that's producing 50,000 BTUs, Kurt, you're going to get the same heat. It's all about
BTUs mean?
BTUs is brittle thermish units, and what it is, it's the actual heat. So your furnace, whether it's gas, they're all the same, and that's the amount of heat that's being generated, whether it's a fireplace, your furnace, or anything else.
I really don't know what I thought it might be, but I didn't know it was directly related to the amount of heat you
that you get from every heating appliance.
Right. So if Scott wants to match up the heat he gets from his wood-burning stove to a pellet stove
with 50,000 BTUs, and the wood stove is 50, he's going to have the same heat.
How would he know what the wood stove is?
Most of the wood stoves are going to say on the back of the rating plates of it, and if not, usually I know with the make and model what and how much heat we're going to get from that appliance.
So a good picture might come in handy again?
Again, yeah, just send it off.
Oh, I see. For example, this Breckwell.
The new one?
The new one with the pellets that are
the gravity-based
unit, right?
Yeah.
40,000 BTUs.
Yeah. So
up to 1,500 square feet. Is that what?
And that, the square footage is something that you have to look, because that's cubed footage as well. And if you're 1,500 square feet and your ceiling is 10 feet instead of 8, it's going to be cubed footage. So that gives you a very general idea. Actual heat is BTUs.
Okay. Because it's tough sometimes for people to know if the BTUs they're getting, whether that's enough heat for where their space is.
Exactly.
You can figure that out.
We can figure that out pretty quickly.
We're just about out of time, but I do want to mention that barbecuing season never ends, my friend, and you've got all the barbecue supplies, and including the wicked good barbecue
charcoal.
Charcoal,
which is fabulous, and that black olive, that world's first wood pellet.
How's that going?
Sold 2 of them on Saturday. Phenomenal. There's nothing that's ever been built close to the black olive.
Right.
It's the wave of the future.
All kinds of rubs and sauces and Did I mention the candles are an excellent Christmas gift idea?
Crossroads, yeah. We
They're
got
the
a lot of
best.
great Christmas gifts
Yeah,
coming
they're the
up.
best.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure, my friend.
Kurt, thanks again. Good
Michael
seeing you.
Pilon is here from Romantic Fireplace and BBQs. Oh, we're going to dim the lights one last time to take a look at this bad boy. That's not smoke, my friends. That's vapor, water vapor. Isn't that cool? All right, we got some fashions on the way for a good cause. If you'd like to get in touch with Michael, by the way, and his team at Romantic Fireplace and Barbecue, you can email them, you can call, you can go on the website, which is fantastic. I suggest going to the store itself. The showroom is beautiful, and it's not hard to find. It's right at that roundabout in Orleans there, you know. You don't even have to go in the roundabout. You can avoid it. We'll be back with more after this.